Well, what brings me here is Brother Rojo, man. Brother Rojo is a very inspirational brother. He reminds me of myself a little bit, but 10 times more, man, official. Like, I ain't the kind of dude, man, that really like puts people on a pedestal like that. But I got to put Brother Rojo on the pedestal because, I mean, honestly, I've never met a young brother like him with so much energy and enthusiasm, but also is so knowledgeable and has so many hands and so many productive, progressive things, and is extremely humble on top of that. You know what I'm saying? A hands-on brother who, this guy, man, he's destined to be rich and be a multimillionaire because he's official in everything he does. So that's why I'm here, man, because, I'm really here because Brother Rojo, man, is so official that, he reeled me in, man. So, I'm in here, man. And basically, I appreciate the wonderful introduction. And my name is Chris Black America. That's what everybody calls me. I am a Pan-Africanist. And, my goal on this earth is the reconstruction of African civilization. So, I've been traveling back and forth to Africa probably for about 13 years. And for the past 6 years, I've been going back and forth to Sierra Leone, West Africa. So Sierra Leone, West Africa is like my second home. And basically my job, I'm a part, like I said, I'm a part of several Pan-Africanist organizations. And in the organizations, I'm basically a recruiter. So I'm involved in an organization called the PAFM, the Pan-African Federalist Movement. And in the Pan-African Federalist Movement, my job is the New York State Deputy Coordinator for that organization. That organization's goal is to create an African Congress, and that African Congress will be instating the United African States. The United African States is basically all of the countries in Africa, as well as the diaspora forming together to become one nation. This is something that's on the table. There's many African leaders that are involved in this, African leaders and Black politicians all around the planet that are involved in this. We recently had several big conferences with leaders from all over. Many of these people here, Leonard Jeffries, some of the, the elders in our diaspora, community are involved in this organization. And this organization's goal is to create the United African States, which would make Africa a superpower. So I'm basically involved in that organization. I'm also involved in an organization called BASANI, the Black Star Action Network International. And that organization is a Pan-Africanist organization whose goal is to help our people to repatriate. And we're building, businesses over on the continent. Basani is affiliated with an organization called the Exodus Alliance, and the Exodus Alliance is an organization that is formed of several different organizations on the continent of people who have already repatriated, and their goal is to assist in the repatriation of our people. And so, let's say, for instance, if you want to move to Ghana, there's a sister named Ya who is in Ghana, and she has an organization called the Sankofa Repatriation Assistance Program, and their organization finances Black families moving back to Africa, finances and helps you to form your business, find lodging, to basically get you started and make your connections and your contacts. There's also another brother named R.o.j.o Magni in Senegal. And we have people in Nigeria, we have people in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and several other different countries around the continent. And our goal is to help in the repatriation of our people. So in Basani, the Black Star Action Network International, I am the North American coordinator for that organization. I'm basically responsible for helping all of the Black people in the United States with information that they need, and with contacts on the other side of the water. And that is my focus in this world. That is my goal in life. And the reason that I'm even I begin to engage with the Powerful Pioneers is because once I met Brother Rojo and I saw how much influence he had as the recruiter for these organizations, my job is to find organizations that are already in place that have a whole bunch of wonderful and dynamic Black people, and to bring that organization into our organization. And
Okay.
so we can work together and team up. So let's say, for instance, if all of the people in Powerful Pioneers wanted to go home to Africa to visit, to start businesses, to make investments, to repatriate, it would be my job to help you guys to do that.
Wow.
And you know, basically,
wow,
that's what I do. And oh yes, also, I also help. As I said, I help people to go and visit. So if you need hotels, you need bed and breakfasts, you need contacts, you need people to guide you. You know, we run trips as well. And, you know, I'm actually leaving to Africa in a few days. And, you know, I wanted to come on this call just so I could introduce myself, to meet the other brothers and sisters on the call, and to share what I had to offer.
Thank you. Well, I'm probably going to reference you also as a connector, because to be honest, the closest place I've been to Africa was at the festival a few years ago, pre-COVID, and also the Discovery Channel. That's the closest I've been, and I've been wanting to go there. Yeah, I know. Yes, I'm being real. The Discovery Channel. You know what I mean?